most important thing you can do if you want to not be so susceptible to stuff is have a strong field of energy. In my life, this right here, this is the seed, this is the fruit, the fleshy stuff. I cultivate this all day long so that someone's coughing, it needs to get in through here. Someone's got some emotion, they want to thread me up into something. I'm like, you know, it needs to make it through here if it's going to tangle with me. Cell phone towers, I keep this field strong. Now, I made this device because we've been traveling a lot last couple of years, and hotels use a lot of Wi-Fi. They're coming out with newer stuff, and it's really strong. The hotels have ramped up. They're very high Wi-Fi zones. They're using these little, they have these little cones now. You know, it used to be the Wi-Fi kept, each room had its own thing. Now they have one cone they'll put on the floor, and the thing will just literally, it's like a little mini cell phone tower. They're really, and I know because when I'm in hotels now, it's harder for me to rest in Stillpoint. I got to work more to rest in Stillpoint. So I started saying to my engineers, I said, okay, well, we got to make some. So I started to kick around. Well, what could we make to cancel, to offset it? So this is what we came up with. It's called the QiFi, and I developed it using the same scalar technology. And I developed it by trying lots of things until I felt my, so I'm going to turn it on. A lot of people feel it. It feels really good. The body kind of unwinds when we do it. We use little crystals, crystal oscillators. And we're basically tuning the space. And then it just sends out a subtle wave to cancel out any, you know, a Wi-Fi sends a frequency. Cell phones send a frequency, linear. So that linear frequency is now pressing against your nervous system all day. Well, what I'm sending here is a subtle wave, scalar wave. It's not a frequency, and it's designed to offset. So I'm going to turn it on. You can see if you feel it. Anybody feel that right away? Yeah. I'm going to run a couple of programs because each one's a little bit different. This one to me feels like a little, it's just going like this. This is huge. And it goes 3/4 of a mile. So, you know, I have stories of people, their neighbors start acting different, you know. I have people, one woman in Canada shared that since she got it, everyone in her house, that people aren't arguing as much, everyone's kind of a little more, we're just subtly offsetting the things that are basically ramping people up. I could never stay in hotels the way I do if it wasn't for this. This helps me kind of, it's like the whole floor just goes. All right, now I'm going to change it. See if you notice a difference when I change it. This one's quantum. This one just sends like, it's like Stillpoint. It just sends a wave out. I charge up our supplements with this. We have a lot of people, groceries. You put anything near it, you just charge it up with energy. Why is that good? Then you drink stuff. Now you're filling up all your electrons. You're basically stimulating. Now this, normally I plug it into the wall. It comes with a charger, so you can run it 24/7. If I'm traveling or I'm at a place where I'm not, here there's one right here, but when I demonstrate it, I just plug it in. You can do it with the laser, so if you're traveling, you can just run it with your laser, which is kind of nice. I'm going to do one more. Notice, because I tell people, there's 6 settings that come on it. See if you notice this one. Yeah, this one kind of just dropped me in a little bit. When I pick the program, I'm looking for the one that has the biggest, where I take a breath and I kind of take a sigh. This one's activate. This one kind of stimulates. I feel this one energy. It kind of just pulls you in and gets energy moving along the spine. I'm going to do one more. The whole room kind of shifted on this one. The whole room just kind of went. Stay on this one. Yeah, I'm going to do one more called Unity, and Unity is the one. Often people are like, wow, that one's great. Unity's popular, so I'm going to do one more. Though this one would be good if I was tuning it. I go through each one. I try this. I try this. When I find the one that feels good, I'm like, we'll just run this for the day. Every day I go and I tune it, check it in, and I say, okay. Animals love it. I got beekeepers that say their bees are like prosperous. They're like major producing. I have permaculture people that grow. We got all sorts of people that do this. Healing centers. Reverend Michael loves this one at Agape. He wants us to donate him to charities that work with prisons to kind of offset. We have some neat things going on. The Dalai Lama's doctor just got all of our stuff last week. We have some neat people in our network. I didn't even touch on half of the endorsements and things we have. We have some really cool, interesting people involved in our stuff. I'm going to do one more here. Patch Adams endorses us. He wrote us a really nice letter. He loves the technology. This one's Unity. This is nice, yeah. This one kicks a little bliss, usually. So again, now let me just break this down. Like I said, the same thing I'm doing, everything I'm doing, right? Perception, I'm cultivating still point. The laser, I'm using it on the body to unwind and do still point. This, any place I'm going to be, I'm saying, okay, let's dissolve, bring it into still point. Same basic, in fact, I made these things as a reflection of what I do in still point. Same process, positive, negative, neutral. Same thing, breath, positive, negative, whoosh, neutral. Exact same principle threaded up in everything we do. All right, that is, that's nice, isn't it? That's just nice. All I can say about that.